Tomorrow is World Health Day, so we're going to get some tips on how to be a little bit more healthy in honor of World Health Day. So it's all about making you feel good and look good on today's show. It's time to get healthy. World Health Day is just upon us. So right now we're going to talk about how we can get ourselves healthy, look good, and feel good. Talking to us today is Dr. Janice Johnston. She's the medical director of Redirect Health and Arrowhead Health Centers. Nice to have you here.
Thank you.
This is going to be fun because a lot of people are trying to do just even the littlest things to get themselves healthy, which is the hardest thing to do. Get healthy. So let's talk about the top 5 habits of healthy people for World Health Day.
Okay.
What are some of them?
Well, I think people who make the time and plan ahead to get some exercise on a regular basis, and even 30 minutes a day can make a huge, huge impact on your health.
So how do people actually go about doing it? Because they hear this all the time, 30 minutes a day, or get out there and walk or do something. But sometimes it's the hardest thing to put it in motion. So how do you even prepare to do that?
Yeah, everybody's busy. We all have a busy schedule.
We do.
So you have to actually put it on your calendar and make the time. I think people who exercise or do something active with a friend. I have a friend, Michelle, who keeps me accountable.
Nice.
And I think I do the same for her. So it's great if you can actually involve other people, and then you feel accountable for your actions.
Some people take and go to the lengths of, sometimes you can't physically be with your friends, so they start doing these email clubs I've heard of, where people email or they'll text and say, I did my walk today, and then it keeps that other person accountable to chime in, and if they didn't do it, they feel a little bit like, I got to do something then, you know?
Yeah, there's awesome apps out there. My Runkeeper will be one, My Fitness Pal, where you can get in an online group of buddies to kind of hold you accountable, not only to your exercise, but also to your diet as well, too.
Which is also very important. So finding those ways to get that physical activity is another thing, but also preparing your food, which is sometimes the hardest thing to do.
Yeah.
Because like here, we have food here all the time, and trying to stay on track is really challenging. So what tips would you have?
Well, I think to plan ahead. So plan ahead on, say, on a Sunday before your work week, the busy week starts, and do some food prepping. So if you can go ahead and, cook a bunch of chicken or fish, or, roast some vegetables, so you have it ready that you can take that to work every day, makes a huge impact. Then that, the temptation to go get some fast food at lunch, or to, eat those donuts that came into the break room, that kind of stuff, really it just do so much better.
Right.
Yeah.
You see the food, but then you say, you know what, I have mine in the refrigerator, I'm going to go get what I brought. So you're less likely to dive into that other stuff. Well, let's talk about drinking water. I love to drink water. A lot of people don't like to drink water. It's the last thing they reach for. So how can they get more water into their routine so they can, flush out their system and feel a little bit more healthy?
Yeah, I think always trying to carry something with you is a really good thing to make sure you're hydrated throughout the day. Having water before your meal actually is awesome because it actually helps to fill you up a little bit too before you drink. That's an old Weight Watcher trick, to drink water before, and just really trying to swap out those, especially soda. That watched your little thing about Warren Buffett and his 5 cans of Coke a day. That's just it's just sugar that you're pouring down.
Absolutely.
So if you can just replace the soda with water, makes a huge impact. There's about 150 calories in a can of Coke.
Yeah.
And I figured out if he just took away those 5 cans of Coke a day and just did that one little thing, that would be, he would lose about 76 pounds in a whole year.
Really?
So just think about trying to make one small change to your habit and your routine can make a huge impact.
I think that's very important that you say one small change. Like if you took a whole week and decided this week I'm just going to concentrate on this one thing, then it's not so overwhelming.
That's right.
And you don't feel like I'm giving up so much. Let's also talk about getting enough sleep. This is the hardest thing in the world because we are so busy. What are some of the tricks we can do so we can incorporate maybe just even an additional half an hour so we can get that rest we need?
Yeah. Well, so many people were addicted to our phones and whatnot, and you get into bed and then you're checking your email, you're checking Facebook, and
this is true.
You just got to check out, right? And making sure that you set a regular time to get your proper rest. Figure out, if I got to get up at 6, I want to try to get at least 7 hours of sleep a night. What time do I need to go to bed? And to prep ahead of time, at least give yourself a half an hour to kind of fall asleep so that you do make sure that you get proper rest.
And I think one of the #1 key things is if you are going to start making these little changes, you always have to remember not to beat yourself out
if
you don't make it, you know?
Yeah. I mean, there's going to be parties and celebrations and things like that. So, you know, if you have fun and don't worry about your diet on a certain day, but make sure that throughout the week you're trying to stick to it and your exercise routine as much as possible.
There you go. 5 tips to get you healthy. The number 1 key is you always have to prepare, right?
Yep, that's right.
Get yourself on track, because World Health Day is on Thursday, April 7th. So we want to get you on the track so you can feel a lot better. If you want more information, redirecthealth.com is the website. We'll also have a link on our website as well. And you know what? You were fantastic, and I'm feeling a little bit more healthy. Don't go anywhere. We'll have more when we get back.